for me, the greatest challenge in this pandemic was we can't make any plan for the future, even for a couple of months. And we don't used to it. We always made plans for 1 year at least, 5 years plans, 10 years plans. We did many arrangements for meetings, trips. Perhaps the Elijah made that sort of things, but pandemic stopped everything. So nobody can make any plan. And this is very disturbing. You don't used to it. Perhaps by this virus, God says that I am your future. You don't have any future beside me. You have to make all your plans in the uncertainty and insecurity, and it will be a condition afterwards. Therefore, it is a challenge for me. It changed the quality of my prayers. And nowadays, in my prayer life, I don't ask anything from God, because He knows better than me. Wordless prayer, a sort of meditation, simply keeping my mind before the God's presence and waiting for His voice or for His consolation. And therefore, that is the greatest challenge for me as a leadership, because when you are leader, people think that you know better. You have great ideas, you have great solutions, and they ask you. And when they say that my brother, my sister, I am ignorant, as of course, they got frustrated somehow, but there is no answer, and we have to learn for a couple of years to live in this way.
People seek all sorts of the means and methods to ease the difficulties, particularly the mental difficulties. Of course, financial difficulties, social interaction difficulties, and so forth. But what I'm going to focus here is to ease the mental difficulties through the spiritual interactions. And the mental difficulties, as earlier shared, sense of insecurity, sense of uncertainty, sense of lost, and so forth. And that's what we faced during this COVID-19. And to ease these kind of mental difficulties, then, of course, solution can be, saying the prayer may help, praying to the God may help, and so on and so forth. But the Buddhist approach is, really very much to train your own mental states, to train your own emotionals and the thoughts, to give the right and the proper informations, to ourselves and to the people who are facing these kind of uncertainties and fears and worries. And this is what here, which I touched earlier, cultivation of love. Learn to love to ourselves, learn to love to others. And this kind of situation, we need to learn to love to others. Not just to our family, not just to, our close ones, but also learn to love to others, have the ability to care for the others. Those are the something that religious leaders can do,